Hi, welcome to the Elevating Aesthetics podcast. I'm your host, Brittany Perez, and today we have my friend and entrepreneur, Haley Gurney, in the studio with us today. And we're really just wanting to have some fun today and chat about the summertime.
Yes.
Chat about a couple of businesses you have going on right now. One of them being Naughty Nuts.
Naughty
Let's
Nuts.
start there.
Okay, so Naughty Nuts is a John boat that we sling boiled peanuts and ice cream and coconut shells in the sound of quiet water. So we go in around Key Sailing and we just cruise to Paradise, the bar, and back. And it's a funny little boat. It doesn't have a motor. And so it's a production. We really play into the persona of what we're doing. Rivers is going to college next month. I move her a month from today, and she's raising money. And so I thought we could make this peanut boat. We have a John boat. Let's sand it. Let's paint it. So it's old Florida colors. My husband does all the boiled peanuts, fresh, homemade. And then we wanted to be super environmental friendly because we're little surfer girls. So we put our ice cream in coconut shells. They're called creamy coconuts, and it's ice cream, pineapple, whipped cream, sprinkles. People love it. And then biodegradable spoons. Good. Yeah. And then the peanuts.
Tell us about the sizes of your peanut office.
Yes. Okay. So originally we did have 2 sizes, but we learned actually being out in the water production. But when we had offered 2 sizes, we had a large nut sack and a small nut sack. Everything is innuendous because I love a good joke. And so our boat is Naughty Nuts, creamy coconuts, large nut sack, small nut sack.
So funny.
My kids are trying to figure out how we can incorporate hot dogs because the idea of a large and a small is really fun to them.
That is too funny. Okay, so wait, do y'all paddle?
No. So we have to have a boy with us. We've created you have to have a crew because there's so much heavy stuff, like the coolers. We sold out. Every day we've gone out, we've sold out of peanuts, and we're doing about 100 pounds a day. So David, it's 5 hours of boiling, 5 hours of simmering, and then he pours it all in these big coolers. And so we need a boy to be able to carry it down to the water, load it. So then he also pulls the boat. So we have cute little hats, healthy tanned out boys pulling the boat. And then Rivers and I, we created a dining area, and we have these ring floats that pull behind the John boat, and we'll just sit in them and ride. And people will be like, peanut people.
Both of those things hit the spot when you're out at a beach.
Yes.
Full peanuts and ice cream.
Yes. The kids love the ice cream, people who don't drink alcohol. And then because it is a party zone, people with their mixed drinks, their beer, peanuts just go. And then the shells, it's all biodegradable. So
genius.
Yes, it's fun, and we sell out, and Rivers thinks it's cool. And I'm like, you're working with your mom in a swimsuit, with your boyfriend.
That sounds like the perfect business model to me.
It's fun. We have to our issues are anchors because we walk. We hit so many anchors, our feet all the time. We're oh my God, my feet hurt.
Are y'all going to be out for Blue Angels?
Yes. And so we have 500 pounds of peanuts right now at my house.
Ready to go.
Right. Well, yeah, David started simmering, and he'll can them all up. And then I think throughout the holidays, we'll do canned peanuts and sell our recipe.
That's so smart. Y'all should go down to the Palafox Market maybe.
That'd
be cool.
I got my disco ball bicycle loaded up.
I'm so excited for you. I've missed you so much. I'm so glad that I get to see you today.
I know.
You have expanded your makeup business.
Yes.
Gulf Coast Glam House.
Yes.
And you are working on different packages for entrepreneurs that are maybe doing photo shoots or podcasting. So kind of tell us where things are headed.
So Britt and Megan, I always do their makeup. There were times when I would be in other areas with them with other makeup artists, and I'm like, you can work with them in any capacity, but you're makeup artist, I'm claiming you. And so I really identified from working with you so much. I had a girl who does a lot of streaming, and that's her business, and she hired me, and we came up with a content creator package where, because I was on call with her a lot, hey, I'm going to do a live stream tonight starting at 7. Are you available to do my makeup at 5? And so we talked about like, what does priority booking look like getting you on the schedule, looking ahead, and then how can I create something for you where your hair and your makeup's getting you ready, doing branding, photo shoots. So I created like monthly packages in that space, and then that's grown. So outside of weddings, I love weddings. Bridal glam is fun, and it's really like something that's special. I run into my brides 10 years later and they have babies, and that's really cool. But also like building relationships within the content world, it just expands my creativity in another capacity, especially live streamers who are like, hey, I'm doing this costume. I'm like, okay, let's turn you into a Pokemon or whatever it may be, where you're like, this is so different and it's
I think
fun.
that's so neat. I love when you reached out about that. And I had told you that I was on a break, which I'm on a little siesta, a little restorative leave for a couple of months. I actually go back, I think, on August 12th. But I think that that's so smart because you have such a strong business model already, but being able to dive into different parts of business aspects with
Yeah.
business
Yeah.
business professionals, I think, and streamers is neat.
I feel like I learned that from you though. Working under you, I've taken so many things that are applicable in my life. And really I've looked at my business in so many different, like, it feels like a house, how you can get dusty corners and then you clean your baseboards and you're like, oh my gosh, it's so clean. I feel like with my business, just certain things, because I always wanted to provide the best makeup service, the best experience. Like when you look in the mirror, I want you to be thrilled. But then there's these dusty corners of like, what am I missing? What am I not looking at? And so looking into, oh my gosh, our area is full of content creation and working with people who are building brands and what is their persona and what story do they want to tell. Your face, aesthetically as an injector, your face is the first thing people see. So how can I help bridge that gap? And then it's fun for me creatively.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think are the 2 or 3 biggest things that you changed, like transitioning out of like an hourly role where you had like dedicated tasks to do at Mila and you transitioned back into what you've loved for so long and you've built? Like, what are the 2 or 3 things that you like instantly went in and kind of updated?
For sure, because I feel like as a creative and as someone with ADD, having systems implemented is the biggest, because I will fly by the seat of my pants. I'll give you all my energy, all my thoughts, all my ideas, but then putting it into action is something that was a struggle. So now just like waking up or looking ahead and saying, okay, if I want to achieve this, I have to identify the steps to get me there and I need to implement them. So for sure, task, notes,
Spreadsheets.
I'm not on spreadsheet, yes, but mine, yeah, but Britt would send me when I worked for her. She'd be like, have you checked my spreadsheet? And I'm like, God, can you just text me? No, I am not logged into Google Sheets. But I do feel that, yeah, I've got my notes app. And then I also am better at communication, because as a creative, sometimes it's just hard. People reach out and you're like, oh, that's fun. That's interesting. And it's not so much a money push. I think people who are a little neurodivergent, who are a little creative, it has to put a spark in you to want to immediately get back.
Yeah.
You're someone I treasure. So when I get like communication from you, I try to be present, but I still struggle there and drop the ball. So just being like, just because the spark's not there, just because they're wanting like whatever, a Tuesday eyebrow touch up, respond.
But it is different when you have a business. But I think one thing that I do appreciate about you, like something that I love about Megan that I've told her so many times, is like as soon as I text her, like I know she's going to respond. But there's something so nice that I've learned from being away for a few weeks, is that the expectation of always having to be on, like you don't hold yourself, like you're able to like live your life to the fullest. And sometimes we are so trapped to our devices that I do think that there is a good side to that as well, like outside of the business part of it, where you are able to 100% like fully disconnect, because that can be a challenge for people sometimes.
It is a challenge. And it's something where we are so groomed to, I feel like we commit to something, we lock into something. This is who we are. We've built this. Do not drop the ball. Do not falter. Do not fail. And it's like up, 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 up. But then our foundation gets like wobbly. And so there are times when I do that fast cadence and then I check out, and everyone's like, where'd you go? And I'm like, I was feeling so squirrely. And so just being a little more consistent has helped me not hit these crazy highs where I fall and also not really dip real low. It's just nice to be able to
Balance.
volley. Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for, I think, in my own life too, is just to find some balance because I'm always on.
You
And
are.
I'm trying to learn how to disconnect a little bit. So it's like there can be two completely different sides of where you're always on, you're always available, or like you're always disconnected and you're not like working to your full capacity. So I think for both of us, just trying to find the balance in our personal life and in our business life and
Yeah.
what works best for what we want long term.
100%. And I really think like separating expectation, because expectation we can have within ourselves, but then we can also identify like what our friends are expecting of us. And when we're always like chasing to fill in these expectations, that's when I feel like we definitely fail because it's impossible. Like, I love Tyler, the creator, and I walk a lot and I've been listening to him. And one of his lines he drops is like, you wanna know about me, you wanna talk about me, read a book about me. And that's how sometimes I feel like there's so many expectations within friend groups or mutuals, or we want to have this picture painted and there's these stories going where we want to get ahead of them and navigate. And I think I've gotten to a point in my life like, you want to talk about me? You want to see me in my bikini on TikTok with the peanut boat, and I can see it's been shared 65 times, but I don't know who is like, is it mutuals? Is it friends? I can't worry about those expectations or what you want to know, but read a book. Like that hit me so hard when I heard that, because I feel like that's where I get anxious in my spirit, feeling like people are painting pictures about me. And I work so hard to build who I am and learn who I am as an individual. So when I feel like there's this outside framework happening, I'm like, ugh, stop.
Yeah, you want to push it all away. What I've identified though is that sometimes I'm the meanest to myself and I make bad assumptions about myself. And I think that
Yes.
can happen.
We can hold
sometimes
hands in
too.
that lane. Yeah.
And that's what I've tried to get myself out of as well, is just to like know that if I'm thinking that other people are talking negative about me or that they think I'm not doing a good enough job, that that's me saying that to myself.
Yeah.
And not them, and trying to get actually out of my head a little bit.
Yeah. That's where I've been walking. I started
That's
walking since I
great.
left Mila. And I feel like for me, something I noticed is like when I have my headphones on and I go before the kids get up, it's an hour to an hour and a half where I just let my brain run. Just go crazy, get out of my head, think of all your thoughts, let all your tabs be open, because what else am I going to do? Think about these trees I'm passing, or like I'm just
Be one with nature.
No, I just tell my brain just go, squirrel. And then when I get home, I'm not accompanying all these open tabs with also having to balance action. I can just go into action. And
Yeah,
so
that's really smart. And walking is one of the best things you can do. My outlet has been electronic journaling.
okay, tell me about this.
I have on my phone, because I don't have any social media on my burner phone. And every day I just write what's on my mind, some pictures of what I've done that day, maybe a quote I'd seen that resonated with me. And I've kept a journal every single day. And I kind of look forward to it now. And it's my outlet for me to like get everything off my mind that might be consuming me for the day, so that I can have like a fresh start.
I love that. Yeah, closing it out.
Yeah.
That's super nice.
But I am so excited to see you. We're going to do a little lip flip today, I think.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna be smiling, yelling peanuts. So we gotta be gentle so I can still say my piece.
That's right. That's right. It makes it hard to say P's and B's. Well, I'm so glad that this happened and that we were
Me
able
too.
to podcast unexpectedly.
I know. I came in my workout outfit. I feel bad. Like no hair, whatever.
You're the easiest on camera though. Like it's
Sorry.
it's just like hanging out.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
And do you have one little final piece of advice to leave with our listeners?
I think if we're talking about like how you're on this break, this hiatus, and I'm sharing about like this new season, I would say like be easy on yourself. Like definitely set your bar and chase your goals, but allow grace. And we started this year, us, Mila, together. What is your word of the year? We talked about this, and my word was intention. And I've held on to, actually, I have goosebumps thinking about that. I held on to intention because I've asked myself, when I get these ideas, like, what is it that you want to do? And having intention to do things, coupling it with grace, being like, I do want to do that, but maybe not right now. And that's okay. I think has allowed me to explore other areas where I'm really strong. So,
And when your children are still in the house, like you still have this month left with rivers too, you really want to soak in.
yes.
So I'm excited for you. I'm
Thanks.
excited for the summer.
Thanks, me
It's
too.
gonna be a great summer.
Yeah.
I love you so much.
I love you.
Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you next time.